What monster is this? Pyro. Oh, we're ready to go. Okay. Hello, nerds. Welcome, dorks. Oh, I forgot. It was like all this qualifying stuff. I don't even have my sounds on. A limited time Master Duel Discord quest is now available on Discord platform on PC. What? Oh, extended art. Oh, and they come out? That's cool. Extends beyond the card frame are here. Dominus Impulse is a cool card. Let me see. Verb. Well, when was the last time you unsubscribed and subscribed? Huh? What's up, everybody? Welcome. Gather around. Gather around. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Dude, the Knicks made the biggest comeback. I didn't see it, but I saw that they did. In NBA history. Oh, let me turn my sounds on. I like the sounds in this game. What's up, Sword? What the? Sword. Been streaming since the end of 2022. Every now and then. Not all the time, but yeah. Where have you been? When was the last time I had an ice cream sandwich? Like 2 weeks ago? I have some really good ones in my freezer. What's up, Muay Thai? I've been playing, but I think my deck is like so fucking... Let's see, hold on. Man, I should just build a deck right now for the qualifiers. Here, we'll try this one right now. I was rocking Exodia stuff because it's kind of fun. Let me see. Oh man. Let me see. Oh, we lost already. What's up, kid in the corner? I am great. Where's Litzy at? Alright, if all things go perfect to plan, we can win. Okay, we lost already. Fiendsmith. Oh, I hate that deck. I hate that stupid guy's smile. He's gonna get that stupid little bat creature. There he is. Throw it away, then respawn it. Look, throw it in the trash. It automatically summons itself. Then he's gonna link summon that stupid dumb blue coffin thing. There it is. Fiendsmith Requiem. I fucking hate that thing. I hate Fiendsmith. He looks so stupid. Then they bring this dumbass ugly dude back by shuffling that into the deck. I hate his dumb smile. He's fucking... Look at him. So stupid. I don't got anything to negate right now. Yes, then sequence. And he's gonna bring back the thing and attach it to him from the graveyard. I'm waiting, dude. I'm waiting to see if my friend, if Van Roos, because we're gonna play a new game called... I don't want to say yet. Hurry up. I'm sure my deck is outclassed. I haven't fucking made a deck in a while. You're blaming me for what? Wow, and he has Light Sworn just to toss more shit into the fucking graveyard. Ay, ay, ay. This is on Master Duel. So far, this can be broken with just this. Oh, we gotta see. Obsidian, that's what you get. Each player's in the top 5. Uh-oh. Ah! I lost because there goes a piece of Exodia in there. Actually, no, I can get him out with this. Actually, that might help out. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe. This might be tough. Depends how he locks us out. What's up, David? Hold on, let me make his frogs move. We'll see. So he's tossing this one in the graveyard. He's gonna special summon another Light Sworn. What else got tossed in? This dude. How many cards does he have? 29, 8, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. That doesn't make sense. 29. And then there's 8 in here. Oh, my bad. I fucking counted from 27. I'm stupid. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. 44 card deck. What's up, gaming? You were Marcelling out. I know, I saw. And tier laments? Oh my gosh. Yeah, right, Nitron. It's fun actually playing against cartoons. We used to play a lot back in the day. But then we stopped playing. Targeting itself to return. Special summon this, then this is going to activate. It's going to send its top 5 cards. This guy's getting special summoned. What else got dropped in here? Oh my gosh, now he has transaction rollback in the graveyard too? So what does he have in his graveyard that are traps? Oh dude, he's going to blow us up! He's gonna try to not let us play. He's gonna try to one-shot us. He's trying to go to Oak TK. First turn kill. Come on, dude. Come on. Let me get a chance. Let me get a chance, dude. I want to play Fears of Fathom with him, but... Well, let me message him. You ready? What up, Luixio? I used to play Hearthstone when I got a crazy, like a bunch of fucking everything from Bungie. Let's see. Okay, you can target ones in your graveyard. Set it. Uh-oh. Oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna get blasted for 3,000. Then he's gonna activate the other thing and do it for another 3,000. Shit. Okay, let's see how we can do this. Let's see if he cancels this. Don't do it. Don't do it. I need this to go through or I'm dead. Uh-oh. And he's gonna activate it again. Shit, this is scary because I don't know if he's gonna fucking let me do it. I'm just putting this out there as a bait. I really need this card, but still, fuck it. Wait. Okay. Don't do anything crazy. Don't negate, thank you. Fuck, but pay half my life points, destroy. I don't think I can activate this effect because destroy as many cards in the spell and trap zone as possible. If there's 0, it doesn't do shit. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. Because we could win if this works. I don't think I can. I'm stealing your card. Oh, he helped me. He actually legit helped me. Because now I got a card if he doesn't negate this somehow. Give me this. Alright, destroy all the cards on this side as possible. What? No, he's gonna blow me up. I can negate it. Negate that shit. Negate. Don't negate me somehow. No. Put the leg right here. Put the hand over here. Put this leg right here. Put his face right here. Put this hand right here. Take that, you motherfucker! Ah! Ah! Do all that shit just to get slapped with one shot. Suck my dick, bitch. Next. Boy, get the fuck away, dude. Alright, we're leveling up. Alright, this is I need to make a better deck, though, for real. Okay, one more time. What do I think about metal music? It's alright. Von Swartz. Oh, man. I just feel like quitting already, dude. Doing qualifiers with a deck that's like old and shit? There's no way. Everybody has like the best stuff in the world. Wait, I'm first? Let's go. Don't be a bitch. Come on. I'll show you all 5 pieces of my Exodia. Okay, please don't fucking get rid of him already. You can build a deck to go second, but what is this? When this card is activated, add 2 Exo monsters from your deck. That's fine. Add these 2. Then one has to get discarded. I don't know where he's at, Puma. He's probably selling chicles by the border crossing. If you control it, you special summon this from your hand, then you get if your opponent moves a card out of the graveyard except during damage strikes. Okay. You can target one monster you control immediately after the effect resolves. Normal summon one Exo monster mentioned on that monster. Okay. I don't really remember how to fight Exos. Fuck it, we'll blast them. Thanks, Fa. Either player can target Exo monsters you control with effects. No. Negate that. Boy, I believe in you. And Puma, you could too. Just join them. Alright, I won. He can't activate that card because of my Exodia. Pay 8,000 life points. Negative. You know what? Give me a piece of Exodia. Give me his head. Put his head right here, his leg on this side, his arm all the way over here, this arm like this. Yeah, the guy is sick, Eos. So they can't. It ruins their synchro plans. And their Z summoning. That's why I picked it instead of using what's that called? I didn't want to fuse what's his name? Millennium's Eyes Restrict. Exodia's not banned. Okay, hold on. Let's just do regular real quick. Let's get out of bronze. What's up, you guys? What are you guys doing tonight? Oh shit, I gotta go first. What sucks is you can't really fight against hand traps with this Exodia deck. That's the thing. Tricky decisions. I got it. Give me my Heart of the Blue Eyes. Let me throw them in the trash. Give me my Millennium Unk. What the? Wow. This guy got a phone call. Let me see, Forever. I don't believe you. What's up, Nemo? I want to go back to my Dark Magician stuff, especially since there's a lot more Dark Magician support. But I'm pretty sure they're going to be adding the new Dark Magician stuff too, like the full cards, like the full art ones. Got a pretty decent hand. Oh no, a hero deck. I hate heroes. There's a lot of fucking fusions and and recycling. They piss me off. And they look cheap. Look at them. Like, what kind of hero is this? Yeah, the Chaos Ritual ones. And the Dark Magician himself. Dude, when it can just fucking background check everyone, make sure nobody's like a crazy pervert, then I'll have a Discord server. I'm doing good. I'm getting tired. Vision Hero. This guy looks so cheap. Look at this. Look at his name too. Vision Hero Vion. Looks like a GTA tryhard name. Yo, Vion! Watch out, dude! Dude, Litzy, how do you feel having that name, Feel great? Feel like a big boy? And not cheekies? How do you feel not having cheekies? Dude, I don't even know where cartoons are. I've asked cartoons too on one of his streams. I was like, yo, let's play Master Duels, but he looked all scared and sweaty. He's like, next question. Toon decks could be fun. I seen one that stole my fucking cards and slapped me with them. Hey, look, guys, DJ's here. Look at him. Look at him, you guys. Look at him. He's not eating one. Wow, 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 wow. What the fuck is this? What is this? What the fuck is this hand, dude? This is stupid, but fuck it. Just in case. It's a bait one. Once per turn, when your opponent will special summon a monster or monsters while this card is in your monster zone, you can send to the graveyard one continuous trap, which is itself, that was special summoned from the spell and trap zone. Negate the summon, and if you do, destroy that monster or monsters. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can destroy the monster that destroyed this card. So, wait, Ferb, what are you talking about, Ferb? I am excited for the new Ocarina of Time. Well, all I said was, you're not eating a DJ. I said, wow, you're not eating a DJ. So look at everybody, look, he's not eating a DJ. Oh, these are Raid Raptors? Uh-oh. This would have been nice to have. this card is a target, or if you do special summon, this card becomes a current level. Okay. If you control 2 or more Raid Raptors, you can add 1 Raid Rap monster from your deck to the graveyard. Let me just do this right now. Let me just blow this up real quick. Just get rid of that right away. Yes, beautiful. Well, off camera? What in the f are you talking about? I don't even need to do this. This is actually overkill. Just in case I need a monster for whatever reason. If things go awry. Hey, look, bro, I'm gonna add another one. Hey, bro, look at this, bro. Dramatic, dude. Hit him with 2 7,000 attacks. he just got into the game. He's like, oh, this seems fun, dude. Dude, the way he said officer cop is like saying, oh, that guy is in the military navy. That guy is an army marine. That's what it reminded me of, just saying shit like that. I just stream on YouTube. I'm not gay. Twitch? What is this? The Despia deck? Or branded? Fuck. I don't know if I should have negated at that point. We'll see. We'll see. No. Quit it, IDK. Fuck, that looks like a lot of stuff that's gonna happen right now. Alright. If he negates one, I have a backup. This you can switch from this card. Uh-oh. Quick effect. You can special summon this card from your hand. Then if you control another dog... Oh, that's if I... Okay, never mind. Huh. Oh shit, Van Roos called me, my bad. Hold on. Yo, real quick, hold on. I'm answering on speaker right now because I'm in the intense battle real quick. On Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. I'm gonna risk this for you. Shit. Uh-oh. Oh, this dude lost, I think. Oh, he negated my thing? That cost half his life points? Alright. I might win this, Rutch. Ready? I'm gonna activate, I'm gonna give myself 8,000 attack points. Fucking yeah. That is right. Alright. Hold on 1 second. You guys, I'll be right back. Enjoy my victory. Alright. You guys, my friend. We might play. We actually might record. We might record it today. I got some more life in me too. Alright, you know what? We'll keep going till we lose, alright? Yeah, Varu. Varu might join. Shit, I'm playing against Emiru? Uh-oh. It looks like her too, look. Yeah, it would be. Dudes. I ain't frightened. Oh no, this does not look good at all. Oh, don't negate. Don't negate. You're a bitch. I knew it. Fucking knew it. Good night, Miggy with an M. Damn, I drain a lot of life points doing this. Is it worth it? I bring him out, put him here, pay 2,000. Put another one, bring it out. No. I have to dump this one. Am I a He-Man fan? Lydia, where's my food? I used to like the old He-Man. I started kind of watching that one on Netflix. I finished the first one. It was alright. It was weird seeing him get stabbed and die. Spoiler alert, but he doesn't die. Spoiler alert. You're trying to get me to drink it from your mouth, Lydia. Litsy's here. Put it in hers first. The new movie looks kind of lame, but it could be. I don't know. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one. Oh no, it's one of those. Uh-oh. Hold on. I don't think this is a good idea, but I'm gonna do it. Ooh, should I take this one actually? I should have waited, dude, but it's fine, it's fine. I hate this deck. This is those stupid ass ritual monsters. So I have one negate and destroy. So he's gonna tribute this one, special summon this. Card can be used to register any, activate one of the effects. I don't know which one I should negate. I'll let it go for now. Just to get more cards. Maybe I can draw Exodia. I forget how to play this deck. I wonder if we should do this now. Fuck it, I'll do it now too. Eos, yeah, I don't know him, dude. No. I won't allow it then. I'll negate it right now. Alright, I'll let him special summon, then I'll pop him. No, wait, he's gonna activate his thingy, right? This thing again? And then I have to blow them all up, right? Let me see. Fuck. When he activates that, then I'll pop. Wait, but then he'll activate the other one, right? This one? Because he has this ritual? I gotta do this now then. Then that he gets rid of himself, right? He can get rid of himself. Shit, we're dead. I'm so glad we're dead. Because this guy gets special summon and that's enough. I only have 4,000 life points. Yeah, I don't know how to really play against these cards right here. That guy gets to special summon himself back. For nothing. Dude, out of all these cards, I could have got one piece of Exodia and I didn't. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. I got the one hand to wave goodbye. So I had to negate the first one. That's what you're saying, the first spell? Let's go play Grand Theft Auto now. Habakiri? Oh. Okay, one more. Habakiri. I'm gonna look at some hot. Let me see. Verb. Oh my gosh, look at my hand. What am I fighting against? Oh, Sky Strikers? Uh-oh. With my hand, I'm dead. With my hand, I'm fucking dead. Dude, Summon Skull with the way he sounded like in English, ugly. Yeah. That's very interesting. I'm risking it. What the fuck did this Sky Striker guy do? What did he do? What did he do? What? What the fuck? At least, what did he put down? Like, what the fuck? Like, Sky Strikers are annoying. But, like, there's no way he could have, he could have used the quick effect. I wonder why he didn't. Peak rank? I did get to Masters. What the fuck is this? Alright, we can make this work a little bit. Okay. LARP tubers? I just saw him today. I reacted with Terrorizer and Nogla today. For the first time, seeing LARP tubers. I mean, they suck like the way those Michael Jackson impersonators suck. Just because you look like them, that's not enough. You have to be able to, like, copy their speech pattern, their mannerisms, their cadence, like, and know what they would say. You know what I mean? And do your best to sound like them. Like, what's the point of looking like a Michael Jackson impersonator if you can't dance or at least he properly? You know what I mean? Oh man, we're getting timed out. Sick. We got first for nothing. Wait, I might go through. Never mind. It's all the connecting disappear. Fuck, I want to get Gaia out. Fuck it, I'll do it. Cagro, since someone in chat here, McDonald's, here's $5 you can buy yourself and you and sorry buddy. Dude! Do you know how much McDonald's costs over here? You think I'm a LARP tuber? I appreciate it though. I appreciate it. I hate when you misclick by accident. Almost fucked up. Fuck, I fucked up too. Come on, let me activate my statue. My Azuroon! Dude, Ocarina of Time is gonna have some crazy ass moments, dude, in this remake. I have too. It's just so lame. All these people are like so angry about it. Ah, look at he didn't know it's level 9. Super heavy samurai trumpeter. Infusion, summon monsters with a dark fusion with effects once return. If your beam monster battles a pulse monster. Okay, we'll let it go for now. Everything after COVID got expensive. During and after. Hit my Exodia, please. Wait, what does this do though? If you can send one evil monster from your deck or extra deck. You know what? No. Fuck all your shit. Just no. Go home. What up, Silver? Dude, I can't even fucking use my move. I don't know how he activated that. I might have killed myself. Do I have enough for Fatal? 3,000, 5,300. Yeah, I do. What up, Juicy? Luna and Lacey at the same time. Always, dude. Are you guys twins? Waiting for Van Roos. We'll try to get to rank 1 right now. Silver 1. I haven't been playing in a long time, dude. Like, I've fallen out of the ranks. I just barely started coming back. I was like, nothing. We are going to play, fuck. I did pick the football Fugazi. No, I don't want to give anybody an Alabama Hot Pocket. Yeah, it's Fears to Fathom. So I get this out, right? I dump it. Let's do it. Toss my Heart of the Blue Eyes. Get the Millennium Unk. Toss this here. Activate it. Put 1 Ash Blossom right here. And then I'll toss this guy down because he allows me to play the Unk without getting disrupted. Do I have an obsession with the back rooms? You would tell if I did. Alright, Patrick Starfish, it's your turn. Let's see, I might have already asked. But would you do a... What is BG? Playthrough if you haven't already? What is BG? BG. Tell me, Lacey. You guys like the shopping level or EOS? You did? Oh, Boulder's Gate? Nightmare Throne. Uh-oh. It's one of those. I'm battling a U-Bell deck? Alright, I'll let it go right now. You can take 1 green monster with 0 attack from your deck and add it to your hand or destroy it. I don't know. Am I allowed to play the game on stream? Is there a bunch of sex in there or something? Now I'll use this. Samsara Lotus. Said one wants to negative. What's up, Dade? Oh shit. Well then. What are you taking, huh? What's your desperation move? Ah, you can only take these two. What are you gonna make out of them, huh? We'll see, Eos. I'm gonna play around it. I hate you, Bell, but I like fighting against it. What's up, Jake? This guy's gonna disconnect. He has nothing. Nothing. Oh, never mind. Uh-oh. So it's gonna be, you're gonna destroy it, right? And then what are you gonna bring out now? No, it's fine. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Why is he linking this one? I wonder if it just blows up so he can like during your once per turn during your interface. That's fine. Might have already been asked, but do you plan on playing PG3? No! I don't plan on it. I wonder if I should let it die. Here, I will pop all that, though. That's fine. I made it. No, I won't activate. You can destroy me. Ha 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 ha. Alright, hold on. This card's destroyed. Just making sure that he can't do anything cannot be destroyed when your opponent activates. That thing can be activated from the graveyard, right? We're good right now? Yeah, we're good, we're good. Give me this shit. Give me this shit, dude. Give me get your U-Bells out of here. Fuck your U-Bells. Get your fucking U-Bells out of my face. Bitch! Exactly what I need. Daniel, shut the fuck up, dude. I did play Yu-Gi-Oh when I was younger. I am okay. I'm just fucking thinking. Sometimes you gotta think when you're playing. Come on, last one. Then I'm gonna do a little bit of Grand Theft Auto, and then go to bed. Depends. See, we'll see if what's his name? Tomorrow I'm streaming with Nogla, Marcel, and Terrorizer. We're gonna play a new game as a group, dude, for the first time in 10,000 years. So I put this one down, right? Boom. I activate. Yes, I show him that I have Millennium Uncle in my hand. Boom. I ask for another Wiju Tempo. Wiju Tempo. I go, what's up? I activate it. I throw Exodia's arm on the floor. Then I place a Tallow. I show my hand. I go, yeah, here we go. Boom. Then I get Gaia. Summon Gaia. I go, boom. This is risky. I get rid of these guys. I get my Azurune. I activate this. Hopefully he doesn't have anything to counter. He doesn't. Otherwise it wouldn't give me the option. So I have Monster Effect Negate, but he also increases levels. I have Speller Trap Negate, cannot be destroyed. I have a Can't Let Special Summon, and a Super Poly, and then I get Clear the back row, front row, everything, destroy. Okay. Woo! Okay. If he fucking hits me with the lava golem, I'm leaving. I'm fucking going home, dude. Why did I choose the monkey? I actually hate, like, being compared to a monkey or called a monkey. Like, when I was younger, I just hated it. And that was, like, the last cosmetic that you could unlock in Grand Theft Auto, so I felt like, you know what? I could look cool having the last thing unlocked, because not everybody can have it, so that was it. But he didn't look like a normal monkey. He looked like a anime monkey, you know? Like a something monkey. What's up, Jay? This Heart of Gaia is so good. I could get rid of them right away. Hold on. If this card is monster, you can take one Destiny monster from your deck, graveyard, or that is banished, and place it on the top of your deck. So if I get rid of him right now, right? He can be special summoned right away. So there's no point in doing it right now. Good night. Oh, go Firely! I'm gonna play something Fathoms with, what's his name? Varus or something? What does this do? Solitary Sword of Poison, equipped to a monster you control. If it battles an opponent's monster, it's double. If the monster equips it to the yard. If you control a monster other than the equipped monster, send this card to the graveyard. Will that go to the graveyard then? Why though? Why does he want it to do that? What is he gonna trigger? Monster's original attack and defense is doubled during damage calculation only. If you control a monster other than... Oh, he can't. He has to send... Okay, I get it. I get it. If he puts another monster down, then... Yeah, okay, I get it. What's up, Skrilla? I don't know what the hell's happening. I just turned on my PC and the stream and this game we're playing all at the same time. Okay, let's just do it. Blah! Now what? What do you mean I'm so sweaty? Don't you strive to be the best at every game you play? I can't settle for less, dude. Watch. I'm gonna fucking blast this dude for everything that he has. Look. I'm gonna headbutt him. Look at this with Exodia. Look. Yeah! Okay, you see what I did? I know, X-Tone. That's why I'm waiting for Van Roos so we can play it. You remember me do? He made me use Exodia's head to headbutt him. Oh, one more? We gotta win one more? Okay. One more then. After this, I'm gonna switch to Grand Theft Auto, okay? And then... probably play that Fears of Fathom game or something, I don't know. Or go to bed and then play tomorrow. You have a ferret? Is it Ferret Fawcett? Oh wait, you don't know who that is, huh? Wow. This is a fucking shit hand. Please don't negate. Tanks. I actually won with this deck like 3 times collecting it. I had a Max C and I used my Exalt Flame in combination. It's actually pretty funny. It made me look good. I haven't been like even needing to use Azarune, so what up, newbie? Not. I know, dude. I want to play it. I'm waiting for Van Roos though to see if he's up for it. Cause I'm tired too. I feel like we both like started our days like all late and just fucking we're tired, dude. Hold on. During your main phase, you can special summon ones. If you control, well, this card is in your graveyard. You can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. And this guy's trying to get special summon, right? If I do this, negate the activation. If I do, destroy the card. So I'll send this card to the graveyard. So maybe I should. Now you have 2 cards in the graveyard. You threw that card away for nothing, and boom, that one gets shattered. If this card is attached from a Zeus monster, oh shit, he can't even Zeus? Oh, wait a second, this might be what's it called? Oh, but they have to be in oh, yeah, okay. Fuck it, I'll activate now. Pop them so he can't use them right now. He's smart. He's putting him in defense position. Because I think, yeah, they can only be in normal or in attack. If they're in attack, then they increase. What is he gonna get though? I saw he's choosing a card, right? Uh-oh. Negative. I should use Exodia actually. So he has that little salamander. What? Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch ass. Alright, we did it. We did it. We got to silver 1 today. Yay, guys. Yay. Yay. We're the best. So far, I don't know. We only lost 1, right? Yeah. The last 10. Wow. Past 6 ranks. Look, this is how far I've gone. I haven't been playing that much, dude. Oh, let me collect my points. Or my gems. I love it when I'm like maxed out. Yes. Yes. I would play you guys on stream, but I knew you guys would watch, so I'd be like battling Pegasus. You guys would cheat. So I'll have to battle you guys another time where I can hide the bottom part of my screen. I'll be like, let's go then. You want to battle? And you can't see my bottom. You can't see my hand. That'd be fun. Then it would be fun to kind of be like, oh, you can see what I have, but can you stop it, you know? Okay, hold on. Sorry, that was a huge yawn, huh? Let me actually see. Hold on. Store. Fear. Fears to fathom. Where's the co-op one?
I'm not usually the one to write for the...
I'm not usually. Oh, this is the one today. I'm buying it right now. Wait, you can buy all of them? Wait, bundle info. Let me see. Should I play all of them by myself? Okay, I will. I'll buy them all. Fears vows an episodic psychological co-op game where each episode unveils a short story narrated by the ones who survive.
I'm not usually the
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Hold on. I'm not usually the one. It's 12 megabytes. That's it. Or gigabytes. Right. I'm downloading it right now. Hold on, I'm gonna look to for some inspiration. All right, real quick, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna be honest, and it's probably gonna be the saddest thing you heard all day. Um, some as much as I like The Legend of Zelda, some cosplayers like look at me in Zelda, and it's like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It's insanely the worst things I've ever seen in my life. It's just like Zelda's my favorite game. It's been my favorite game since I was born. And then like they're like, look at my cosplay, and it's just like, look at this girl. She put, why are the Skyward Sword, Master Sword, and the Hylian Shield in the Ocarina of Time remake? And it's like, cause they're showing that that's what it's supposed to look like instead. What's up, Grey Cat? All right, let's see. We'll play some Yuri's Revenge or what? What in the? All right, closing Steam for now. Closing Overwolf. Closing Moo Player. Closing Ferb. Dude, I think Alien Isolation would be his breaking point. You want me to scare my friend to death? Huh? Is that what you want me to do? I'm gonna kill him? I did play Grounded. Wow, she has my Korok Makar there for. Nasi, that does sound cool though. What up, Mary Berries? You remember berries? Did I do everything? Yeah, Forever looks nice.
Ooh, wait!
Ooh wee.
Peace and Epsilon. I know Tai Chi, okay? I'll kick your culo.
Why is this guy talking shit to me?
Keep it up. You'll get the Tai Chi treatment.
What the fuck? Yo, why was that dude starting shit? I was like, my phone was just ringing in front. Yo. Cat Mello, you missed everything about Zelda, dude. That was last stream. Dude, Nogla couldn't do story mode. It's too much for him. It was too much for him. Hold on, I gotta claim all my businesses. My nightclub. I gotta do arcade too. My agency, barely making anything.
There's the boss.
But I can talk about Zelda right now, though. You missed it earlier.
Hello.
You guys want me to do Zelda again? You guys want me to show you some Zelda stuff? What do you mean by time mastery? Hold on.
We gonna make some deals?
I wanna go through some Zelda stuff right now. Hold on, let me go grab some grilled chicken real quick. You guys can look at my assistant. Hold on.
It's the general. Did I mention that I have an MBA? You're looking very sharp, boss. Our fearless leader. Remember, I'll do anything as long as it's legal. Ish.
Alright, I'm back. You know, I should wait in the Discord just in case Van Roos pops up so he can be like, hey, you ready to play or something like that?
Shares, boss?
Let me see. Alright.
What's cooking? Let me know.
You guys want to talk about Zelda timeline stuff real quick? Hmm? Anybody?
So, we going to
Anybody?
have a good week, boss?
Nobody does, huh? It's cool if you don't. Just say it. Just say it. Just say you don't want to do it.
You're looking good. Really.
Is ready? You guys ready? I think Ocarina of Time is gonna be sick. I'm excited for the Ocarina of Time remake. If you think about it, how was Link really born? He has a mom. He has a mom in Ocarina of Time. She dies. Spoiler alert.
I'm ready to go on this.
Hold on. Let me turn these settings off real quick, or the sounds. Oops, I passed audio like 10 years ago. No, not you. I'm talking to the chat over here, Cat Mellow. You know, who cares if I get timed out on GTA? Here, if you have zero knowledge, I got you. Look. Let me show you. Let's go to page 50 real fast. Actually, no, let's go to Encyclopedia real quick. Show you something real fast in Encyclopedia. Page 50. 51, I think. See the Zora and stuff like that? You see the Kokiri, fairy people of the forest? Listen. Look, deep within the Kokiri forest live a people protected by the Great Deku Tree. It is said that the Kokiri never age, maintaining their childlike forms eternally. They all wear the same green outfit and become a true Kokiri when partnered with the fairy. The Kokiri maintain almost no contact with the other people in Hyrule, though they are known among the Hylians, who often refer to them as forest fairies. In truth, the Kokiri are also Hylians. They trace their roots back to a time when the Hylians were first developing their civilization. Do you hear this? You hear this? I want you to pay attention to this, because what do we have in Tears of the Kingdom? We have Koroks, right? We have Koroks. Listen. When they trace back to when the Hylians were first developing their civilization, building cities and relying on a less natural way of life, the Kokiri decided to distance themselves from Hylians, exiling themselves to the forest to make their own way of life closer to nature. So, we don't see any Kokiri in Tears of the Kingdom. In the ancient past, we see Koroks. Therefore, Tears of the Kingdom's ancient past has to be after some timelines of the future. Right? Doesn't make any sense any other way. But look at... Oh shit, I dropped my controller. Yeah, exactly. Cat Mellow. Now listen. Let's go find the Koroks. Look, here's a Koroks. Where do we see these Koroks from? We see them in Wind Waker, and we see them in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. The Koroks are spirits of the forest. In the Wind Waker, they are led by the great Deku Tree of Forest Haven. Koroks are made of light wood and make a jingling sound when they walk. Once a year, they hold a gathering at their home in the Forest Haven and hold a ceremony to obtain seeds from the great Deku Tree, which they use to grow forests on islands all over the world. The roots of these strange forest dwellers lie in the Kokiri from Ocarina of Time. When old Hyrule was submerged, it is said the Kokiri evolved, gaining the ability to fly above the waves to different islands. Interesting, huh, you guys? And you see this guy? This is the one right here, herb that you showed me, that the girl has. That's Makar. He's a sage. Check this out, though. Look at Fado from the Wind Waker, an ancient sage who offered prayers in the Wind Temple. Fado awakens his descendant, Makar, as a sage. This is Makar. Makar from Wind Waker, the Korok in charge of the musical performance at the annual ceremony. Makar later awakens as a sage through Link's guidance, as well as the guidance of Makar's ancestor, the Kokiri Fado. So, I don't believe that Tears of the Kingdom's ancient past, or even Age of Imprisonment's ancient past, predates Ocarina of Time, which means I don't think it comes before Ocarina of Time. Leave my burrito off my keyboard alone. I'm just kidding. This time, I didn't want to say it in the video. But, my friends call me Mexican, and like burritos are thick. So sometimes I call my dick a burrito. I just have my dick on my keyboard, and it just kept firing. I'm kidding. X-Tone. I hate when people repeat that divine prank shit. What are you talking about, though, X-Tone? Are you talking about the divine prank as in when Ganon had the Triforce of Power in Twilight Princess? Is that what you're talking about? No, Cat Mello. I believe all timelines converge still. The evidence is in the games, dude. The evidence is in the games. Alright, let me tell you about that stupid divine prank that everybody fucking parrots all the time. Look. I'll explain it right now. We'll talk about timeline convergence and why I believe it. And divine prank, okay? First we'll go timeline convergence. Like all theories, I'm just going to say some bullshit. Like, I'm going to say, I believe this is what happened. With no evidence or proof of it. Like, and I'm being honest when I say that. I can't prove that all the timelines merge somehow. But I can make an argument for it. So, if you look at the Sky Islands in Tears of the Kingdom, the Sky Islands were made by the ancient Zonai. The Zonai that came before Rauru. And they were first on Earth, then they went to the depths, and then they went to the skies. And then they started dying out and shit like that. Like the constructs fucking killed them or whatever. And their numbers dwindled. They came down to Earth to repopulate, but they couldn't, I don't know, for some reason they couldn't fuck themselves. I don't know. They had to mingle with Hylians. So Zonai and Hylians were breeding each other. And I'm not joking. I'm not joking. That's the thing, right? So I feel like that's all right, that's cool and stuff. But the ancient Zonai left treasure maps. In those treasure maps, they're old maps, and those maps lead to the depths. And in the depths, you find the old equipment from Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, all the Zeldas, or almost all the Zeldas. Even Link to the Past and Zelda 2, you find a bunch of gear from all that shit. Everything. And that's canon. In Breath of the Wild, that gear wasn't canon. It was amiibo stuff. But in Tears of the Kingdom, they actually made it canon. They even changed some of the names, like the Sage's sword in Twilight Princess, the one that they used to execute Ganon with, it's called the Dusk Blade now. In Tears of the Kingdom. So it's like, I think the ancient Zonai, I think that when the world reset, the goddesses made them the keepers of the past. And what I mean by that is, they didn't tell them only the higher ups, I believe, of the Zonai were privy to the knowledge of the world in the past, the old timelines, and the old hero, the Master Sword, the Triforce. Like, I find it stupid that it goes like this. Skyward Sword happens. Let me show you the new timeline. Let me show you the new timeline that they wanna present to us. Hold on. Actually, let me put this back in. Hold on. Let me make a new tab. Yeah, fuck it. I'll do a new tab. Let's see. Zelda timeline on Nintendo's site. Nintendo's official site. Where is the timeline? Okay. Here. Oh shit. You guys can't even see. My bad. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this to you guys. Alright, this is on Nintendo's official website, okay? This is on Nintendo's official website. Look. The goddess, the Legend of Zelda, goddess and the hero, the creation of land and sky, creation. The era of the goddess Hylia. Skyward Sword happens right here. Right? This is Skyward Sword. Sky era, the Sacred Realm is sealed. The establishment of Hyrule Kingdom right here. Then Minish Cap happens next. Right? So after Skyward Sword, after the Sacred Realm is sealed, and before Minish Cap is the establishment of Hyrule Kingdom right here. This is what they say Rauru built his kingdom. Okay? We don't hear anything about them in Minish Cap, Four Swords, Ocarina of Time. If Link loses, we don't hear anybody about them in here, right? If Link wins, we don't hear anything about the Zonai. We don't see anything about the Zonai and all that shit through all this stuff, right? Nothing about them. But we don't need to go that far. We don't need to go that far. We just need to focus right here between the Sacred Realm and the Minish Cap. This right here. The establishment of Hyrule Kingdom. So, in Tears of the Kingdom, how did the ancient Zonai get the gear from the heroes of all these games and hide them in the depths? And they don't talk about the Triforce or anything. So, after Skyward Sword happens, the Sacred Realm is sealed. The establishment of Hyrule Kingdom happens right here, right? And when the establishment of Hyrule Kingdom happens, Ganon's all like, "Hey guys, I want to steal the Zonai secret stones." And then he becomes the Demon King because he does end up killing the queen, and he steals one of the secret stones. And they're like, "Shucks, man, what should we do?" And Rauru and them, the Sacred Realm, none of them go, "Hey, why don't we get the Triforce and fucking kill this dude?" Or, "Hey, why don't we get the Master Sword? Because that's what killed the Demon King before. And kill this dude." It's like, no, they don't do anything. They all get fucking smoked underground. Why are they underground, dude? Like, what the fuck? Like, why were they there underground? Now, I think I know why. I have a new idea. Are you ready, Cat Mello? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? I'm waiting for Cat Mello to talk. I just came up with a new theory today. You know how they led Ganondorf into that area in Age of Imprisonment, and they show you that they let him down there because there's a concentration of power, like light power, and it's right there in the middle of the world, right? It's in the middle of Hyrule. Check this out. I just thought about this. Look, we're in Hyrule Historia, right? Right here, look, check this out. Look at this. This is Rauru, the sage, who sealed the Master Sword in the Sacred Realm, right? Timeline, right here. The Sacred Realm is sealed, right? Before the establishment of the kingdom. Whether Rauru, the Zonai did it or not, doesn't matter. But, look. Legend of supreme power spread throughout the land, blah, blah, blah. So he sealed it. Now look. The establishment of Hyrule Kingdom. The descendants of the goddess Hylia, who was reincarnated as Princess Zelda, established the Kingdom of Hyrule and became Hyrule's royal family. In order to protect the Triforce, Hyrule Castle was built in the center of Hyrule. Rauru's castle was on the Great Plateau, not in the center of Hyrule. Where the Temple of Time was located, the royal family watched over the Triforce, keeping its existence unknown to others, right? So, in the middle of Hyrule, where Ganon was sealed, there was power, light power there that was really, really strong. And I'm thinking that area that Ganon was sealed was probably where Demise was originally sealed by Hylia. And the reason why there's holy power in there is because it's Hylia's leftover power when she sealed Demise back there a long time ago in the center of Hyrule where the Temple of Time was built. In Ocarina of Time. And that's probably why Ganon later on, Ganondorf in Tears of the Kingdom, was sealed in that area, because that's where Demise was originally sealed. And that the power that's left over, that's remnants of that power in the depths, like underground, it's Hylia's power. I think that's actually, it fits pretty sick. Now look at this now. Pay attention. Again, the establishment of Hyrule Kingdom. Okay? The establishment, let's just say this is Rauru's kingdom. This is Rauru's kingdom right here, right? The first big thing that happened in his kingdom was Ganon. Ganondorf. Right? But look at this. Minish Cap. This is the past of Minish Cap, the hero of men. In the first major event to happen since the Kingdom of Hyrule was established, the world was engulfed by evil beings and shrouded in darkness. It was then that a tiny Picori descended from the sky, bringing a golden light and a sword. Using the sword, the hero of men sealed the evil beings away in the bound chests and brought peace to the world once again. The golden light was the light force. Okay. Picori, these little guys, brought a sword and the light force down. That's not what happened when I played Age of Imprisonment or Tears of the Kingdom. I got told the first king and the first problem was Ganon. The first major problem was Ganon. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. It doesn't fucking add up. So I don't think Rauru founded the First Kingdom. I think he found the New Hyrule. After timelines merge, all worlds, all knowledge, all beings and everything got put into one area, and the world reset, or the world restarted. This shit it doesn't line up. If you want to go even crazier and you want to look at the what is it called? The Imprisoning War? Look, we just played the Imprisoning War, right? Let's read what the Imprisoning War was about. And if they're like, oh, they changed it or they got the stories wrong. Okay, well look, here's the Imprisoning War. See if they match up. The Imprisoning War right now was about secret stones and sealing Ganon only. The Imprisoning War after Ganon was sealed though. This is, look at the 7 sages seal away the Demon King. Ganon got the whole Triforce. He transformed to the Demon King. The 7 sages of Hyrule, led by Princess Zelda, sealed Ganon and the Triforce in the Sacred Realm as a final resort. That's not the Imprisoning War. That's just sealing Ganon away. Now here comes the Imprisoning War. For a brief time, it seemed as though peace had returned to the kingdom because Ganon was sealed away. However, there were many who knew of the existence of the Triforce and the entrance to the Sacred Realm because of the events set in motion by Ganondorf. Their lust aroused, they rushed to gain access to the Holy Land in their quest to obtain the power of the gods. Little did they realize that the Sacred Realm had been transformed into the Dark World by Ganon's evil heart. None returned from their adventures. Instead, only the power of darkness flowed forth. Okay, so Age of Imprisonment, they fight Ganon and seal him. The Imprisoning War here, they sealed off the Sacred Realm because evil was flowing through it. And people were trying to find it. They were trying to seal this area, cut off the Triforce and everything. And the other one, they were trying to beat a dude who had a secret stone. There's no way you're going to get them confused. Like, oh man, we got our details mixed up. The Sacred Realm is sealed by the sages. The King of Hyrule ordered the 7 sages to seal the Sacred Realm. The Knights of Hyrule guarded the sages as they offered up their prayers. But demons descended upon them from within the Sacred Realm, and the fierce battle unfolded, which the majority of the combatants were killed. The entrance of the Sacred Realm was sealed once again, tight enough that it should never be reopened. Okay, so this doesn't look like the Imprisoning War, like that I just played. Could it be another one? I think so. So if there's another Imprisoning War, could there be another founding of Hyrule? I think so. Do the details of the old world work with the new one? I don't think so. Why would they name why would the Rito name Va Meadow when Meadow comes from Wind Waker? I just think all knowledges, all worlds, all beings got put into one singular timeline again. So all histories and everything collided. But the Zonai were there to be like, hey, the goddesses made the Zonai, and we're kind of like, hey, you guys, you know what leads to the most problems in our worlds? And they're like, what? What is it? What is it? The Triforce. So you know what we should do? Just like Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, we should make everybody forget about the Triforce. And also, let's try to hide all knowledge from it. So that people stop fighting over it. Because again, why the fuck did Ganon want secret stones only? Why was he not like, where's the Triforce at? Where's the Triforce? I'd rather get the fucking Triforce. I don't even know how he knew about the secret stones. For one. They never explicitly show how Ganon had an idea or a tip-off about, like, the secret stones. He just sees Rauru when they're having that whole Meldugo attack, and he goes, secret stones. Like, alright, let me see, hold on, let me see what you're saying, Cat Mello. Ah, I see. And in Tears, the monsters came from hatred or malice off of demise. Hylia's power, in a sense. Wait, is that what wait, I don't know what that is. In Assassin. And then he said, but there were multiple Zeldas throughout the eras. There were. Like, after Zelda from Skyward isn't the same as Ocarina of Time or Minish Cap Zelda. No, they're not. They're not the same Zeldas. Van Roos, I'm down. I'm down for Friday. Wait. Camelo, say it all over again? Type it in one long sentence with no typos. Like, just so I can follow through with it. That means I can go to bed right now, dude, because I started feeling tired. But yeah, I'm down, dude. I'm down to record on Friday. I'm gonna go back to Elden Ring soon. I tried playing it, but my fucking internet was bugging out. So, like, it's been getting, like, repairs, and it's on, like, life support. I'm surprised it's been working so far. What up, Mario? The only thing that's gonna ruin my theory, or this narrative that I'm building for Zelda, is if I see the fucking light dragon flying over the world of Hyrule in Ocarina of Time. I hope they leave that alone. I hope they just focus on just Ocarina of Time. And if Link is wearing stuff that, you know, it could be like, oh man, this is like something the Koroks have later on. It's like, that's fine if he's wearing Korok attire. Because the Kokiri turn into the Koroks. So it's like, if I turn into like another being right now, it doesn't mean I can't dress the same way I used to or make the same symbols and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Wombo. Twilight. Tears of the Kingdom is at the very, very end of the timelines. They didn't say which timeline. They left that ambiguous for us. But it's at the end of all timelines, they said. Well, this is what they said. Breath of the Wild is at the end of all timelines. And then if Tears of the Kingdom is a sequel to it, so now Tears of the Kingdom is going to be the end of all timelines now. Dude, if I forget something, I just fucking forget it and I'm stuck. What up, Victor? Sorry, Juicy. I know, it's just... Zelda gets confusing. Like, okay, like in Minish Cap, the humans went into the Sacred Realm and turned into monsters in there. No, there was no Minish Cap monsters like that. What do you mean? There was no Sacred Realm. It was sealed. Nobody went into the Sacred Realm before Minish Cap or after Minish Cap. Who the fuck is Vanessa Adam? But in Tears, we show they manifest through Ganon's hatred off the secret stones. So, is that the power of the X-Stone? What do you mean there are 2 Triforces of Courage? No, there's 3 Triforces running around right now. In 3 separate timelines, there's 3 Triforces. Hold on, watch. Let me show you this too. I don't think Hylia's or Demise's powers are in stones. This is what I think happened. Cat Mello. I think in the new world, I think in the new timeline, let's just say like the unified timeline. I think what happened was the goddesses, I don't think goddesses can destroy except Hylia. And proof of that is with Null. The 3 goddesses made the world only to hide Nolan. Camelo, no, they didn't break into the Sacred Realm. What are you talking about? Link opens the Sacred Realm in Ocarina of Time when he pulls the Master Sword out. That's when Ganon goes, ha ha ha, I'm jumping in there. The only time monsters start coming out of there is in A Link to the Past. No. No, nothing came out. Question. In Ocarina of Time, wait, when do... Let me start my AI all over again, hold on. In The Legend of Zelda, when do monsters start coming out of the Sacred Realm?
Monsters and evil forces start emerging from the Sacred Realm during the Imprisoning War, the backstory to A Link to the Past. After Ganondorf entered the Sacred Realm and claimed the Triforce, his evil desires transformed it into the Dark World. Because the gateway between realms remained open, Ganon's malice and an army of monsters began pouring out into Hyrule, forcing the king to order the Seven Sages to seal the entrance.
See, I told you, A Link to the Past. Back in the day, wasn't there interviews that Eiji Onuma and a couple people had said, and the script writers say, that A Link to the Past, the story we were going to be playing and living that in Ocarina of Time? Wasn't that a claim that was made back then?
Yes, you are exactly right. Back when Ocarina of Time, OOT, was released in 1998, members of the development and script team explicitly stated that the game's story was written to be the Imprisoning War, described in the Manual of A Link to the Past, ALTTP. While Eiji Aonuma was part of the team, the most direct quotes confirming this came from script director Toru Osawa and art director Satoru Takizawa. In developer interviews from that era, they confirmed The Sages and the Seal. They explicitly stated that the story was not meant to be entirely original, but was written to directly depict the Seven Sages and the sealing of Ganondorf that set up the events of ALTTP. The Dark World connection. This is why Ganon is sealed away into what Princess Zelda specifically calls the Dark World, at the end of the Japanese version of OOT. Over time, as Nintendo made newer games like The Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, the timeline became too messy to cleanly fit Ocarina of Time as a flawless prequel. To fix the contradictions, Nintendo eventually established the Fallen Hero timeline in the Hyrule Historia, explaining that the actual Imprisoning War happens a bit later as a consequence of Link failing his mission in Ocarina of Time. But your memory is completely accurate. During its 90s development, the team absolutely intended for you to be playing through the legendary war mentioned in A Link to the Past.
I knew it, because I read all this shit when I was a fucking dweeb nerd. Now I'm a adult dweeb nerd. Yeah, the Sacred Realm in A Link to the Past was called the Golden Land. Then in Ocarina of Time, they retconned it to the Sacred Realm / also Golden Land. It could be either or. But when Ganon touched the Triforce recognized his heart and everything as evil, so it turned the Golden Land / Sacred Realm to the Dark World. That's what ended up happening. Okay, what else? What are you asking, Camilo? Is what before Ocarina of Time or after? What part? Yeah, I can, Bug, I can. The Imprisoning War. The Imprisoning War happens after Ocarina of Time. They seal Ganon away in the adult timeline, and they seal him away in the Fallen timeline. And then in the Fallen timeline, the Imprisoning War happens. Because people are like, oh, I want to get to the Sacred Realm. I want to fucking get the Triforce. Oh my gosh, that guy got it. We want to get it. So they're looking for ways to open it up. And then as they're doing that, they're opening it or trying to open it up, evil starts coming out of it. And that's when the king was all like, hey, it used to be called Seven Wise Men If you play the old Super Nintendo, you can see they were just called Wise Men. If you play A Link to the Past on Game Boy Advance, they changed them to the seven Sages. So what happened after Minish? It goes to Ocarina of Time. After Minish, it's Ocarina of Time. But before Minish, there was the no, before Minish, it's the I know what you mean, Anuma. I know what you mean. Look, before Minish Cap. See here's the this is from Nintendo's site. This is Zelda.com or Zelda.Nintendo.com. Look, before Minish Cap, right here, there's Minish Cap. It's the Kingdom of Hyrule established. Then it goes to Minish Cap. Then Four Swords. Then Ocarina of Time. The Four Swords. This Fourth Sword is the one that's in A Link to the Past. This one right here. That's the one for A Link to the Past. That's on Game Boy Advance. And yeah, this is Nintendo's. And then Hyrulean Civil War. You see, people think that like, wait, the kingdom was united and stuff like that. Like in Tears of the Kingdom. And it's like, they were. But before that, though, there's a Hyrulean Civil War. And that's where Link... That's where Link from Ocarina of Time, his mom flees. Look, I'll show you a video on that right now. Ready? You guys ready to see some? Thanks, Erod. Here, I'll show you. Let me find it real quick. Give me a second. I'm going to show you that thingy happened. You'll see. Watch. We will go... Alright, perfect. This is at 2848, right? 2848? Okay, hold on. This is when the Deku Sprout's growing. He knocks Link down. Hold on. I know you can't see right now. Hold on. Give me a second. But I have this all perfect. Hold on. Gotta move this over here. No. I'm learning how to do this stuff. That's why you guys... Alright. Like, share screens like this. Alright, Camelo, you ready? Look. You see this? Some time ago, before the King of Hyrule unified this country, there was a fierce war. It's this one right here, Hyrulean Civil War. Look, because Ocarina of Time is next. Look. One day, to escape from the fires of the war, a Hylian mother and her baby boy entered this forbidden forest. The mother was gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku Tree, the guardian spirit of the forest. The Deku Tree could sense that this child was the Deku Tree could sense that this was a child of destiny, whose fate would affect the entire world, so he took him into the forest. After the mother passed away, the baby was raised as a Kokiri, and now finally the day of destiny has come. You see? It all makes sense right here. You see right here, the Hyrulean Civil War, that war that he's talking about before the king unified it. What caused the Hyrulean Civil War? Let's look into it. I think everybody was battling for something. Hold on. Gotta make sure this is like nice and neat again. No. Hold on. A Hero Awakens. Let's see if they talk about the war right here. Watch. Before. Alright, here it is. Look, the Hyrule Kingdom in chaos. Hyrule engulfed by the fires of war, and the kingdom united. The war in Hyrule raged unabated for countless eras. In the midst of confusion, a lone woman fled the fires of war, babe in arms, and escaped to the Forbidden Forest. She entrusted her child to the spirit of Kokiri Forest, the Deku Tree. The Deku Tree, sensing that the infant's destiny was intertwined with Hyrule's future, took the child in. Once the child's mother had breathed her last, the babe was raised as a Kokiri. This boy would later become Link the hero. The fighting was eventually quelled by the king of Hyrule, and the entire land was unified under his kingdom. So they don't say exactly what caused the fight. It just unabated. Just eras, countless eras they were fighting. It was sometime after Vaati was sealed away, they went crazy, I guess, over here. Who knows? Like, we don't know, like, what if, like, during the kingdom, the Gerudo came, they teamed up with the Gorons, the Zora were like, we're going to cut off your water supply, you didn't pay your water bill. Who knows? We just don't know. We just know that there was a civil war. Like, that's the thing, like, maybe we'll have a Zelda about that one day. Or they'll go more deeper into it. But the thing is, there was a war. Yeah, maybe the remake, they will talk about it. Juicy. That was sick, huh? But they do that all the time. They always say there was a war or something happened. Like, the beginning of Wind Waker. They say Ganon came out. And there was like a fierce war. And we don't see it. They just say it. Same thing with, I guess, Skyward Sword, you could say. When the earth cracked open, a giant fissure opened up. And Demise and his demons came out and challenged Goddess Hylia. And we don't see it. We just hear about these wars. So they were all fighting. And also, too, Durania, the Goron, he says it, the chief, he'll be like, I thought me and the king were sworn brothers. Like, they're all still kind of like, huh. Yeah, there was a war before Wind Waker. That's when Ganon came out, and he was, like, destroying everything. And then they're like, fuck, gods, help us. And that's when they're like, alright, we'll flood everything. They were fighting over Lon Lon Ranch. So what happened with sages between Ocarina and Twilight Princess? Okay. So now check this out. Check this out now. Right? Watch. We're back in Hyrule Historia, okay? Like, yeah, if you play Ocarina, they talk about they're like being like, See, this is a spiral where look, Demise was stuck. Like, there's confinement gates and stuff. Like, maybe all this shit was down there. Look, look at the artwork right here. This artwork right here. This looks. Oh man, it won't let me go sideways? What the fuck? I'm trying to look at the side of this, dude. This almost looks like kind of like the area where they put Ganon in Ganondorf in Age of Imprisonment. This part right here, like the little tiles and everything. Look, as we were thinking how we wanted the gameplay to work with the Imprison, we knew, and I feel like this could have been an imprisoning war. This motherfucker was called the Imprisoned. So why wouldn't they call him like the imprison, like, or what, the imprisoning war. That could have been imprisoning war when Hylia sealed him in. But I'll show you real quick though. Okay, you see the sealed temple? You see that there could have been 3 imprisoning wars. One with Demise, one with the Sacred Realm, now one with Ganondorf. This temple right here though, right? This temple right here, if you look at this ceiling on the sealed grounds, you can see the sages' medallions there. So there was ancient sages even before, well, sages' medallions at least, even before Ocarina of Time. I'm gonna try to find the art for that. Hold on, it's in the fucking temple. You could see it. It's talking about the. Hold on, actually, I think it's over here. This is the ancient battle. Oh, right here, look. Look at Isle of the Goddess. The area in the surface where Hylia gathered the humans, rent the earth, and sent them into the sky. Depiction of the Triforce and what would later be known as the Sages' Medallions can be seen on the ceilings of the entrance to the temple. When the land was split from the surface, half of the temple as well, along with the other half of the depiction of the 6 medallions. So in the temple of Hylia, or the Forgotten Temple, see right here, the Temple of Hylia? You can see those symbols right there. So these symbols, these sages, could have been the ones, like the sages that came out like during the child timeline, where it's just like, yo, let's kill Ganon. Yeah, Numa, that's what I believe. Like I said it before in the stream. I feel like when they say that the sages created the Master Sword, I don't think that they were wrong. Like, remember, before the Master Sword was a Master Sword, it was called the Goddess Sword. And maybe the sages made the Goddess Sword for Hylia. Then Hylia left the sword for Link. Link tempered it with the Goddess's flames and got a blessing from Zelda, Hylia, to turn it into the true Master Sword. All right, now look. Who was talking to me about the divine prank? Raise your hand. Come over here if you're talking to me about the divine prank. We can talk about it. Hurry up. I hate that divine prank shit. It's easily explained. Made it myself, Manuel. Alright, X-Tone. Right here, page 113, alright? Hold on, give me 1 second though. 113. Remember that, 113. Don't forget 113. Because we gotta find Twilight Princess. It's probably past 113 actually. Because it's the child timeline. Yeah, the Demon King Ganondorf is executed by these sages, right? Right here. Alright. There wasn't a divine prank. Like, there wasn't like the goddesses are like, hee, get punked. What happened was, again, Zelda fucked up. The royal family always fucks up. In Ocarina of Time, Zelda was like, Father, I'm having a dream, and I think it's about that guy right there who looks evil named Ganondorf from the desert. And then he destroys the world, or he's about to, then some boy from the forest comes with the fairy and kicks his ass. And the king's like, shut up, idiot. She's like, she knows she's doing that fucking, that meme that, you ever have a dream where you, right? So, the king doesn't listen. The king does not listen to Zelda. When Zelda says, hey bro, I have a dream. Right? Here. We'll go to Ocarina of Time real fast. I'll show you. I will show you that. he doesn't listen. Okay? It's written in stone. Okay? Here. This is official player's guide. Right? This is talking about Link to the Past in here too as well. Hold on. After we pass the controls and all that shit. Dude, I've read these books like a bajillion times. Hold on, it's not saying the part where fucking the king. I don't think it's in this one right now. But look. It's gonna like the prophecy of a princess. Okay, look. Link surprised when Zelda emerged from the gardens. When she saw Navi, she knew that Link was a figure from her dreams. The same dark vision that had given Link his nightmares had also affected the princess. She had prophesied his arrival and told him of the sacred Triforce. Zelda knew in her heart that the order of the realm was in peril. Link agreed to help cast evil out of Hyrule and protect the divine relic. That's where they fucked up. One, they fucked up because the king didn't listen to his daughter. He was like, oh, you're stupid. Your dreams are dumb. Shut up. I trust this guy. What up, buddy? And he became friends with Ganon. Right? And then he fucked everything up and destroyed everything. Well, let me just see something real quick. Yeah, but he didn't fucking listen. Hold on. This is 116. I'm pretty sure it'll show it right here. Hold on. Hold on. We gotta see. I just gotta check one more place before it all splits apart real fast. Hold on. This is when he's sealed. This is when he gets sealed and shit. Here it goes. This one right here. Look at those chosen by the Triforce. Look, prophecy in the dream. And the prophetic dream of the divine princess. When she was little, Princess Zelda of Hyrule was chosen by the gods to wield divine power. One day, the destiny of Hyrule was revealed to the princess in a dream. Ganondorf sought the Triforce that rested in the sacred realm and was liable to destroy the world. Princess Zelda knew the truth, but her father, the king of Hyrule, didn't believe what the prophecy had foretold. Princess Zelda and her companion Impa took it upon themselves to keep a close eye on Ganondorf during his visit to Hyrule Castle. So, Evelyn. So, again, royal family, royal fuck-ups. All the time. So, he didn't listen to her. And then they fucked everything up. So then Zelda had her own plan, saying, hey, Link, you go and get the Triforce. And he went to go get in order to get the Triforce, he needed to open the door of time in the Temple of Time with the Ocarina of Time playing the Song of Time in front of the Altar of Time. Right? So, when Link gets all 3 spiritual stones and is going to go to Zelda, Ganon strikes at the castle. Hopefully we get to see what the fuck really happened there, because it's very vague and ambiguous. But Link's going to the castle. Zelda and Impa are riding off on a horse. She throws the Ocarina of Time. Ganon's right behind Link. Link turns around, gets blasted by Ganon and his fucking glowing ball of white power. Knocks Link down. Ganon goes to chase him. Link grabs the Ocarina of Time. Zelda says, hey, here's the Song of Time. With my magical powers, I'm leaving you this message. Play it in front of the door of time with the spiritual stones. Link does that. He opens the door of time. He's the only person, probably besides Zelda, that is capable of pulling out the Master Sword. No one can pull the Master Sword out of the pedestal of time. This is the sacred realm that Rauru sealed away with the Master Sword. Link pulls the Master Sword out, shink, and then the Master Sword teleports him to the Temple of Light, where the Triforce is at. When that happens, Ganon is like a pervert, and he's like, ha ha ha, I knew you had the fucking keys to this shit. So I stopped chasing that bitch on the horse, and I made a U-turn, and I saw you play the Ocarina of Time, and I was looking up your skirt, boy. Now I see you grab the Master Sword, and so he jumped in the teleporter. He jumped in the light. Shoo! Right? Ganon jumped in with Link. Link got moved into a section of the temple away from everything because he was too small and too young to be the hero of time. So the Master Sword put him to sleep for 7 years. Put him in a coma. If you guys play Kingdom Hearts, he got Sora. He was just asleep for 7 years. And Ganon got to grab the Triforce. He saw the Triforce there and he's like, this is mine. As soon as he touched it, it split. It's a legend that Zelda... It's a legend of the Triforce that Zelda tells you later on in Ocarina of Time. The reason why it split is because Ganon only wanted power. So out of the 3 virtues, power, wisdom, and courage, Ganon's heart wasn't aligned, and all he wanted was power. So when he touched the Triforce, all he got was power. And wisdom and courage went to the other 2 candidates. And so Link ended up getting courage. It just automatically teleported to him. And Zelda got wisdom. Now, in order to get the complete Triforce again, you just gotta find the pieces. And that's what Ocarina of Time is about. It's about trying to seal Ganon away. They don't even try to get the Triforce from him. They just want to seal him away. And they succeed, and then they don't succeed, but then they succeed in the timelines. So again, this is where Zelda fucks up another time. This is what happens. So Link beats the shit out of Ganon. Zelda and the sages seal Ganon away in the sacred / dark world. Sacred realm / dark world. Ganon's making a promise. He's saying, fucking curse you bitches. He's like, curse you guys, curse you, blah, blah, blah. As long as I have the Triforce of power in my hand, I'll be back. Blah. So then Zelda and Link are just floating in the sky. And she goes, hey, I robbed you of your childhood. I'm going to send you back. She goes, give me the Ocarina of Time, Link. As a sage, I can send you back. And Link is kind of like reluctant, like he doesn't want to go. But Zelda's all like, I'm not even going to kiss you goodbye. Later, sucker. So she fucking Ubers him home with the Ocarina of Time. So, that adult timeline, pay attention to it. That adult timeline continues without a Link. She sent Link away. So Zelda's living her life, they're rebuilding the kingdom and stuff like that. That Link becomes a legend, the hero of time. Then Ganon gets out later, centuries, millennia, who knows. And he starts fucking up Hyrule. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, where's that green kid again? Bring that green kid back. And Zelda's really fucking quiet, like, about that. Oops. So Ganon starts fucking shit up, and everybody's just like, the end of the world's happening, it's over. So then they all pray to the goddesses that created the world. And their solution is just this. We're gonna flood the whole world. So get on top of the mountains, and we'll leave Ganon down there. And they're like, but what about our houses and everything? They're like, I don't know, dude. Fuck it. Figure it out. If you don't want to drown, then get the fuck up to the mountains. They're going to be islands. Bye. So they turn the sprinkler system on. They leave the hose on. And then, right? So they leave the hose on. And fucking Hyrule floods. Ganon's stuck on the bottom. It's ethereal water. It's not normal water. So there's changes now. The Kokiri turn to the Koroks. The Zoras can't live in that water. They turn into the Rito. And the Gorons are just traveling. And the Groodles are just kind of like, I don't know. They're around. And the Hylians are just all scattered across everywhere. And they have to find a new hero. A new boy. And they do. The hero of winds. Ganon says he's the hero of time reincarnated. And he could have been. A lot of people like to give this little dude credit. I mean, they like to go like, I don't know, they like to suck Wind Waker Link's dick. Like, dude, he wasn't chosen at all. He ended up having to start from scratch. Like, we don't know that, though. We do know that he doesn't have the blood of Link, but it's never about Link's blood. It was always about the spirit of the hero. So who knows? Maybe the goddesses fucking created a new spirit of the hero. Because Link is pretty much like the Neo in The Legend of Zelda. There's always a Link, but there might not be a Link. Like, he might not be named Link all the time, but there's always a hero. Just in case. Alright, now look at. When Zelda sent Link back to the past to live in that timeline, like back in the past, the Triforce and the Master Sword hadn't been pulled from the pedestal. Zelda sent Link back so he could be 9 years old again. Before all this shit happened. So what happens is, since Link had the Triforce, when he left one timeline and went back to the other, the Triforce doesn't go with you to the timeline. It stays there when you leave. So Link's Triforce stayed in Wind Waker. In the adult timeline, it just stayed behind. Later on, the king breaks it apart and hides it. I don't even know why he did that. I don't know why he didn't use wisdom and courage against Ganon's power, but he fucking, I don't know. He's stupid. I said, royal family is always stupid. So again, Zelda fucked up that future timeline, the adult timeline. Now the child timeline, she didn't know this shit. I don't know how she could have foreseen it. But when Link goes back into the child timeline, his arrival causes the Triforce to split again. It's not because anybody touched it. It's because he had it in one timeline, and now when he goes to the other one, it just splits to him. It goes to him because he had it. So it's like, it's the only, I don't know how to explain it, but that's just the rules. It's like, it's like, okay, you know in Marvel, in Endgame, when they're like trying to take Infinity Stones out of the timelines and shit like that, like, oh, we'll get it from here. We'll get this one from here. Well, the Triforce can't be removed. It pretty much duplicates. If you go into another time, like Link did when he went back in time, he pretty much clones it. There's one in the future and now one in the past. So, and this will explain it right here, look. Return to the hero time. Princess Zelda used her power to rewind the 7 years that Link had spent sleeping and restored the hero to his original era. Upon his return, Link wasted no time in making for Hyrule Castle courtyard. There he found Princess Zelda watching Ganondorf, just as she had been when they first met. Look, the hero's return. Link finds himself back in the Temple of Time. The Master Sword has not yet been drawn from the pedestal, and the way to the Sacred Realm has yet to be opened. His companion Navi disappears to the heavens, and Link steps into a new timeline. Now look, the Triforce of Courage. Link bears proof of his courage on the back of his hand. Because Ganondorf was sealed away with the Triforce of Power, the rest of the Triforce remained with the Chosen Ones. Link bearer of the crest of Triforce of Courage. See, it's right there. You could see it at the ending too, on the originals and everything. He has the Triforce with him. Wombo, remember, Link gave Zelda the Ocarina of Time. He left it to her in the future, so he came back without one. This Zelda right here in the past has one, and she gives it to him in Majora's Mask. Like before Majora's Mask. She gives him the one she has here. Now look, a portent of the future. Link warned Princess Zelda of what the future would bring. Hearing his words, the princess entrusted the Ocarina of Time to Link. There you go, you see? And instructed him to travel far away in order to prevent Ganondorf from entering the Sacred Realm. Just then, the mark of the Triforce of Courage on the back of Link's hand began to glow. Link, the hero who had won the battle against the great evil of the future, left on a secret journey. That's when he goes to Termina. Now, they find Ganon. This is what happened to Ganon. Dark clouds menace Hyrule. In Hyrule, Princess Zelda was informed what would happen in the future by Link, the hero of time. She realized that leaving Ganon to his own device would cause the downfall of her kingdom. Many years later, Ganondorf, the infamous demon thief who wielded the power of magic, was finally to be executed. So, wouldn't he have what? Wouldn't he have it since he's in the Master Sword room, though? Wouldn't he have what, Anuma? Because if we're trying to quote unquote be technical, no, remember he gave it to her. He gave Zelda the Ocarina at the end of Ocarina of Time. He gives it to her. He hands it to her. She goes, hand me the Ocarina of Time. And he does. He puts that blue potato in her hand. And when he does that, Zelda puts her hand on top of him. On top of his. But look, see right here. Like, okay. So since Link had the Triforce back in the childhood timeline now, Ganon has it. And he doesn't know he has it. And Zelda has it. And she doesn't know she has it. So when they execute Ganon, the sages, and they're like, what? Like a divine prank, he had the Triforce too. It wasn't like, again, it wasn't like the goddess was like, Ashton Kutcher's over here. It's just a prank, bro. What happens is, since Link came back, because Zelda sent him back when he had the Triforce of Courage, it split again and went to Link, Zelda, and Ganon. So the sages that are telling this story are like, what the fuck happened? Why does he have the Triforce? What? The door of time was never open. So they say, they're the ones telling the story. It's their narrative. They're the ones saying, dude, like, what the fuck? The goddesses hated. It's like saying, the goddesses hated us or wanted us to die because they gave him the Triforce. Why? That's just the way of saying it. It's like, dude, it's a holy relic. So it's like, what was this? Like a divine prank? Like, what the heck? Like, what's going on? Why does he have it? They didn't know that Zelda, in the adult timeline, sent Link back, who had the Triforce. Nobody knew that legend or that power or that secret of the Triforce, that if you pull it from one timeline to another, it'll go to you from whatever timeline that is. Like, if it's untouched, and I walk, let's just say there's two rooms. There's one room with the Triforce that's touched, and one room, or it's split, and then there's another room where it's sealed. And if there can't be two pieces of the Triforce in the same room, but ownership is still mine. So if I leave one room with the Triforce, and I go to the next one, once I leave room 2, the Triforce just falls on the ground. Bing, ding, 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 and it's there. And when I go to room 1, it just splits, and I get my piece. And then the other chosen ones get their pieces. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened when, look at the Demon King Ganondorf. The Ganondorf in this timeline is able to wield magic due to his possession of the Triforce of Power. However, since Link was able to warn Princess Zelda of the future, Ganondorf did not enter the Sacred Realm or lay his hands on the complete Triforce. Link returning from the future bearing the Triforce of Courage made it so Ganondorf was unable to consolidate the omnipotent power of the Triforce within himself. See, it's right there. It's just as simple. A lot of people don't fucking read it, and they're always like, divine prank. Like, they'll always say that. They're like, when Ganondorf was executed, a divine prank happened. They just echo what they say, but they don't even fucking know the real reason why he had the Triforce. And it was because Zelda sent Link back in time. Link was bearing the Triforce of Courage, but when he went back to his old timeline, it couldn't go with him, but he could get the one that was there, and because he had ownership of it, it goes to him automatically. Thus, like I said, Zelda fucked it up again. What's up, Kev? Now look at this, though. When did this happen? The history of the Twilight Realm. Long, long ago, the people of the world were filled with piety, and the land knew many years of peace. Before long, however, conflict began to rise in the sacred realm called Hyrule. It's funny because, like, Hyrule is a sacred realm now, and then there's a sacred realm of Hyrule. People began to appear who were proficient with magic, and they attempted to control this sacred realm with their powers. The gods dispatched 4 light spirits, who sealed the usurper's magic into fused shadows. They then banished the offenders to the Twilight Realm using the Mirror of Twilight, so that they would never be able to return to the light world. Those who live in the Twilight came to be known as the Twilight, or Twili. And that's really Saint Ganon. Where that happens, it's like somewhere over here, where the Twilight thingy goes down. Hold on, let me look at the timeline. Let's go to the timeline again. I think they added it later on about the, because they don't show it on this one. I think in the encyclopedia they add it. Hold on. Cat Mello, are you still here or did you disappear? Yeah, see, it's right here. Look, after Skyward Sword, immediately is the banishment of the Twilight. Right after Skyward Sword. They've made a couple of Zelda games and not Hyrule. See, so right here, this is like the old timeline. It's right here, look at the Return to the Surface, but it's like the Sacred Realm is sealed. Right above it, they added it. See, dude, I know this shit. And then look, Kingdom of Hyrule founded. There's no way Rauru found this one. Like, there's a sage named Rauru who seals the kingdom, and then there's a king named Rauru who finds it later on. And they're not the same person. It's like, that's so stupid. I get that everybody has, like I said, there's a lot of Impas, there's a lot of Beetles, there's a lot of Tingles, there's a lot of Links. But I mean, like, Rauru's in those proximities, and they both like Sage of the Lights, but they're not like the same race. They're just, it just seems dumb. And let me show you the Japanese Zelda timeline, because theirs is a lot different. You guys ready for this? Ferb, are you learning? Alright, this is Japan's, and it's translated, okay? So look, the creation of land and sky, then Skyward Sword. Oh shit, you guys can't see it. Hold on. Whoops. How do I do it again? Oh, there it goes. Here it is. Bah! Right, look. The creation of land and sky. Then the Sacred Realm is sealed. Kingdom of Hyrule is founded. Then Minish Cap. And it says, a long time ago, evil enemy suddenly appeared, and just when the world was about to be seeped into darkness, Tiny Picori. So what? You mean to tell me this happened? Like, I didn't hear all this. The fuck? I didn't hear all this in Age of Imprisonment and all that stuff. Alright, but like 4 Swords. Then there's a Hyrulean Civil War down here. Ocarina of Time. And then it's like, if the heroes... No, look at, see down here, look at, there's Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And there's this weird little line right here. But look. So we go right here. Heroes defeated. Then it's Imprisoning War. Link to the Past. Link's Awakening. Triforce Heroes. Echoes of Wisdom. Decline of Hyrule. At the end of Adventure of Link. Then it's Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom. There's probably like 20 games in there. And then Child Timeline. Look. We go through all this shit. And then Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. No. I'm not saying that means it's at all of them. Nintendo just says it's at the end of all timelines. Like, we don't know how it gets there. Like, I think that's for us to figure that shit out. And I'm pretty sure they might know. And I'm hoping again that it's not fucking... See, like, Lose, a story that continues when the hero of time is defeated. That's when it goes to, like, the old games. And then it's... If he wins, then it splits into the two. Like I told you, the adult one, where like she's like, "Bye, Link, see you later," and then it's like the flooded world. Then it like they're just this is a little adventures a little bit off the at the end when they're searching for the new world, and this is sometime after the new kingdom of Hyrule is established. Yeah, Numa, I think that's the thing. I think like right here, look, let's just say right here, something happened. We're all like, maybe the goddesses were like, "Hey, let's make a divine convergence." Like there are three timelines suffering, and maybe we can end like Demise's curse and all that shit, the curse of the demon triad, once and for all. Let's try to There's 3 times of suffering in our universes, and maybe since they're omnipotent and they're all knowing, they know that there's 3 fucking timelines going on, and they're like, "No. Let's put it all together." And that even brought Hylia back as a goddess or some shit. Or her spirit at least. Because we still hear her talking throughout the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom games. And then I think like the Zonai were there as in like, "Hey, we're going to give you guys some crazy magic abilities. And you guys are going to watch over this new world. Here's some secret stones. Use them wisely. There's no more Triforce. We're hiding that shit. We're keeping the fucking past in the past. And we're going to try this whole new era." Think of it as a breath of fresh air. This is a wild idea. Fuck it. Breath of the Wild. A whole new land. Where everything is coinciding at once. And then boom, that's the new history. So the past did happen. But it's not forgotten. It's just like hidden because the Triforce is what starts the fucking worst problems ever. It makes everybody fight. It makes demons fight. It makes the Twilight fight. Are they usurpers? So it's like, fuck it, dude. Let's just... And look. There's a quote that the creator Fujibayashi says, that he says, so they ask him, hold on, let me see. Can you tell me what the question was that was asked in the Famitsu magazine in the interview about the timeline to the director Fujibayashi about where Tears of the Kingdom story takes place or their founding of the kingdom? Can you bring that quote up, please?
In the September 2023 issue of Famitsu, the interviewer asked about Tears of the Kingdom's timeline placement, noting that the game depicts the founding of Hyrule even though earlier games like Skyward Sword had already established the timeline's origins. Here is the exact question and Hidemaru Fujibayashi's response. The question, Famitsu. Considering the series timeline, Skyward Sword is the first story, but in this game there is a depiction of the founding of Hyrule. Is it correct to assume that this game takes place at a point in time after Skyward Sword but before Ocarina of Time? The response, Hidemaru Fujibayashi. It is definitely after Breath of the Wild. And basically, in the Zelda series, the story and world are created in a way that doesn't break the timeline. If I am speaking only as a possibility, there is the possibility that the story of the founding of Hyrule may have a history of destruction before the founding of the Kingdom of Hyrule. I don't make things in a random way, like, wouldn't it be interesting if we did this here? So I hope you will enjoy imagining the parts of the story that haven't been told yet.
Alright. When he asked, is this the founding? All he had to do was say, yes. Is this the real founding of Hyrule? He could have just said, yes. And then we would have been, oh, so this is the founding. Fuck all our theories and all that stuff. He said it is. Until it changes again. But he could have just said yes. And he said, there's a possibility that it's not the real founding. There could have been history before. Shit could have got destroyed. Stuff could have got lost. Who knows? You get what I'm saying? Dude, Link to the Past remake would be pretty sick. But yeah, it would have been an easy thing to answer. Like, yes, this is the true founding. But instead he said, we'll leave it as possibilities. You know? Like, yeah, it could have been destroyed and all that stuff. Which, to me, it makes a lot of sense. Or Anuma. Maybe it didn't fall. Like I said, maybe they just wanted to reset everything. And they even wanted to give Ganon a chance to be normal. That's why everybody kind of acts the same. The only thing that's different now is they have Zonais there. And the Zonais were there to kind of like keep shit in check. But what the Zonai did was they created those constructs that fucking killed them in Age of Imprisonment. Yeah, that's another thing, kid in the corner. Look, watch. And look at let me show you something, okay? I've talked about this. Zelda has the biggest cop-out, which I don't think is bad, okay? I'm not saying that, like, it's shitty or anything. They have the best creative cop-out ever. And, like, I'm going to read it. Look at this. Alright? The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Nintendo acts like they find the history of Zelda. Like they're digging and all that shit. Like not architects. Fuck, what do they call it again? They like to pretend like Nintendo's actually like scholars and they're all out there fucking digging and surveying an area and finding shit. I forget what that's called. But anyways, look. Much about the lives of Link and Zelda remains a mystery. But a new chapter in The Legend of Zelda was recently unearthed in the remote corner of Hyrule Castle archives. Yeah, archaeologists. It sheds some light on Link's boyhood and on the origins of the thief who would become the darkest sorcerer in Hyrule's history. Whoops. They always treat it like that. They've always treated it like it's something that they've read, like they're figuring it out too. Watch, let me show you. This is the link to the Ocarina of Time's player's guide. But even in A Link to the Past, dude. Hold on, I have that one here too. Oh, let's make it nice again. Here, A Link to the Past. Let's talk about The Legend of Zelda right here. This is the first one. Look at this art. Imagine, like, Link is supposed to be 10 years old in this game. And then in Zelda 2, he's 16 years old. He can get his driver's license. Look at him. Then there's A Link to the Past. Back in the midst of time, before the era of The Legend of Zelda and The Adventure of Link, Hyrule was a land of fabulous palaces. And look, this is what it says. Like, the origins of the conflict lay deeper in the shadows of time, with the coming of the Triforce and the greed of Ganondorf, King of Thieves. And see, look at that. I told you, Golden Land. Look, Hyrule was saved over the years. The Golden Land, which became known as the Dark World. That's when they sealed Ganon. Look, he looked like that. I have these guides, dude. Like, they're beautiful. The heart of Hyrule, a broad bridge spanning blah, 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 connects the fortress links. See, it's always in the middle. It's not the Great Plateau. Where does it say it though? Watch. There's a part where it talks about like the whole. Like, is it the same Link? Is it the same Zelda? Or is it in the Ocarina one? Fuck. Well, let me skim through real quick, you guys. Fast reading. Oh, okay. Look right here. Look right here. Look. Legends with an S of Zelda. Much of Hylian lore has faded with the passing of years, but one story that still shines bright is the Legend of Zelda. This is no simple tale, but an incredible tapestry, which is what you saw in the Ocarina of Time remake, the tapestry that you see there, woven of many years and many wondrous adventures. One odd thing about the legend is that it doesn't seem to have been written in chronological order, and scholars still disagree about which events came first. We will therefore recount the legend as it was set down in the ancient scrolls and let you decide for yourself. Hear now the saga of Link and Zelda, the greatest heroes Hyrule has ever known. Do you see? That's sick. It's like they don't even fucking know. What's up, Giovanni? Thank you, dude. Thank you. I think Fierce Deity is a variation. And I'll get into that one later. The tribe that created Majora's Mask, it's like, we don't know either. We just know that the mask was used for hexing rituals, and it's very powerful. The mask seems to be almost as powerful as, like, the Triforce when you think about it. Because that shit created, like, apparently, Termina was created by Skull Kid. Like, with the mask. Off of his memories of Hyrule. Which is why you see a lot of the same people there. I mean, he probably didn't meet everyone. But, I don't know. Termina, Lorule, yeah, Termina and Lorule, those are like kind of out there. Because we don't really know what the fuck, like, what the fuck is Lorule? You know what I mean? It's just there with a princess named Hilda. And instead of Link, it's, Revalio. Right? Revalio? I think it is Revalio. I believe it's Revalio. But look. Let me read this again, though. Alright? Look. This part, this one is important. Okay? Check this out. Ravio! Why did I call him Revalio? Ravio. I'm stupid. Ravio. Thanks, Giovanni. You too. Look. Link always seemed destined to be a hero. Even as a boy, his fate was bound to the fate of the Triforce. It was as if time itself had chosen him to be its champion. And nowhere is this better shown than in the latest chronicle, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Newly discovered by Hylian scholars, this tale stretches from Link's boyhood to his early manhood. Some scholars suggest that this is indeed an account of Link's very first adventure. Others believe that the Link and Zelda in this story may not be the same ones as those in the previous chronicles, and that they are perhaps ancestors of the famous pair. While those questions may never be settled, we do know that this Link and Zelda display the same courage and nobility as the others who have borne those honored names. You see, like, for me, the video that I'm making, when it comes to talking about Zelda, it's not about, I hear pieces of it, and I hear an interview, and this is what was said. Like, no. I know that I own, and I actually read a lot of the books and the articles that came out when I grew up with this game. And I followed and I pieced this shit together so many times in my head. So it's like, I legit have quote-unquote studied the fucking history of Hyrule, for real. And when I watch these, I like watching these people's theories. I like seeing people talk about stuff on Reddit. But no one brings up these citations like, oh, this was said here. This is actually this. Like, Nintendo is acting like they're archaeologists and they're finding all these like discoveries. And then they're sharing them with us. And again, they even say like they're scholars and all that stuff. Like, no, that's here. No, that's there. That's over here. Now let me show you another thing too. Like I said, their biggest cop out, okay? One, Anuma says it. Peace out, Erod. One, Anuma says it himself, okay? He'll say like at the end, he's like, dude, like I know you're not, like some shit doesn't match up. People don't like fucking, some enemies are there in one game, some enemies are there and aren't there in others. What up, Jordan? Where's the final word? Watch. Right here, when he's saying, look it. Creative footprints, blah, blah. History of Hyrule allows players to determine where each game, this is what he's saying. The history of Hyrule allows players to determine where each Zelda game is positioned in the chronology of the series. One thing to bear in mind, however, is that the question the developers of the Legend of Zelda series asked themselves before starting on a game was, what kind of game? Like, they just say that they focus on the gameplay before they actually focus on the game itself. And it says, flipping through the pages of the history of Hyrule, you may find a few inconsistencies. However, people such as the Mogma tribe and items such as the beetle that appear in Skyward Sword may show up again in other eras. Thus is my hope that the fans will be broad-minded enough to take into consideration that is simply how Zelda is made. So you might not see shit in one game, or you might not see a whole race in another game, but it's like, just think of it as like they might be living over there, or they might be on vacation or something. You know what I mean? Now, let me go back to the other part about the timeline, like I was going to show you guys right here. Like, it's very important, like the cop-out stuff. And that, again, I don't think it's shit. Look. A chronology of Hyrule, Land of the Gods, the history of the Circle of Rebirth and the Triforce. This is a telling of tales passed on through the ages by humans. This is an introduction to the history of Hyrule, told chronologically, which weaves together the numerous Legend of Zelda stories. Is it a legend? Is it an accurate history of a cycle of rebirth? There is evidence that the story of the Legend of Zelda begins with Skyward Sword. Up to this point, the Legend of Zelda have been surrounded by myth and mystery, but now, with the help of the following information, you will be able to discover for yourself the real history of Hyrule. And then they say, before you delve any further into this chapter, read this. So it's okay, look. Weaving history. This chronicle merely collects information that is believed to be true at this time. And there are many obscured and unanswered secrets that still lie within the tale. As the stories and storytellers of Hyrule change, so too does its history. Hyrule's history is a continuously woven tapestry of events. And that was said over here in Ocarina of Time. Look. This whole tapestry thingy, what was it at? That's page 8. Right here, look. This was like over 12 years later. Look, this is no simple tale, but an incredible tapestry woven of many years and wondrous adventures. And they're saying that in the Historia right here. Changes that seem inconsequential, disregarded without even a shrug, could evolve at some point to hatch new legends and perhaps change this tapestry of history itself. Do you see? They're just saying that shit could fucking change. Right now we can say that Link is a fucking elf kid. And then be like, psych, Link was actually a Goron this whole time? We don't know. They give themselves the biggest room to just change the story however they want. And I'll show you one big thing with this, okay? This was the Hyrule Historia. And these are the games that they show right here in the timeline. right? This is where it's going to change, though, in the next one. So they go right here. In the Hero is Defeated, it goes A Link to the Past, Oracle of Ages and Seasons, Link's Awakening, Zelda 1, Zelda 2, right? But in the encyclopedia, look, they change it now. This is the encyclopedia. Look, Heroes Defeated. Heroes Defeated right here. Heroes Defeated right there. You see it? Heroes Defeated right there. Heroes Defeated. Heroes Defeated. A Link to the Past. A Link to the Past. Oracle of Ages and Seasons. Link's Awakening. Oracle of Ages and Seasons. Oracle of Ages and Seasons. I mean, my bad. I'm sorry. Link's Awakening. Oracle of Ages and Seasons. Nothing in here. Then they added A Link Between Worlds and Triforce Heroes. They weren't there. The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 1, Zelda 2. So it's like they can add more shit or move stuff around. They moved 2 whole games around. It wasn't that crazy. It's like from 1, 2, 3. They made it from 1, 3, 2 to 1, 2, 3 now. And they put an asterisk here, look. Attentive readers may note that the timeline shows here differs slightly from the one found in Hyrule Historia. The timeline can be interpreted in a number of ways and may change depending on new discoveries that have come to light on the player's imaginations. Yeah, Kev. See, but the thing is, if you do pay attention to the lore, you could find a way. Like, I believe I found a way to make it consistent to what Nintendo is saying. Just maybe change stuff. I don't think there's a downfall timeline. I think there's a forgotten timeline. Or the original timeline. I would call the downfall timeline the original timeline. The child timeline, I would say that's the new timeline that Zelda made when she sent Link back. She probably didn't send Link back to his original timeline. I think she just sent it to a new timeline so he can relive his childhood. And the proof of that, for me, is in Hyrule Historia when they show that Zelda sends Link back. And it gives me this line right here. The heroes return. Look. First they say Princess Zelda used her power to rewind the 7 years Link had spent sleeping and restore the hero to his original era. Right? But then right here it says the heroes return. Link finds himself back in the Temple of Time. The Master Horse has not been drawn yet in the pedestal. And the way to Sacred Realm has yet to be opened. His companion Navi disappears into the heavens and Link steps into a new timeline. So I'm like, maybe Zelda thought she was sending him to his original, but instead she fucking copy-pasted it and put him in one by himself, like a brand new one? No, the scary game is going to be played Friday. Yes, Kid in the Corner, there are 3 different timelines with a bunch of different games. Each game follows each corresponding timeline. I'm still up, Silent LARP. I am still up. The only thing I'm hoping for in this new Ocarina of Time, I don't care if they add new things. I don't care if they change stuff up. I just hope they don't show the Zonai existing in that era and alluding to them being there before. I don't want the Zonai to be before. It just doesn't make sense to me. It seems harder to explain that they do than they don't. It's almost like doing the whole downfall timeline, because the downfall timeline just seems like a huge what if. And I could fix that, but that would be saved for another video and another talk. Toko. I like them both, to be honest. But Majora's Mask really, really got me hooked because It felt like Clocktown to me seemed like the apartments I grew up in. And if you ever seen that one movie, Kung Fu Hustle, you know that area where all those people live in the slums, that poor area? And you know they all, like, you know, people are living their lives. You see like pretty much like NPCs are all doing their own shit. That's what I liked about Termina. I like that in Clocktown. I like that every day. Like, I thought it was such a cool concept and it was way ahead of its time. People gave up on Majora's Mask because they didn't understand the whole time concept. They're like, I can't beat the game in 3 days and blah blah blah. What I found really cool about it, what I found really cool about the 3-day concept was this. Imagine if you had 3 days to agree play, to find the perfect combination of your life to make your 4th day the best. I thought that was cool. Like, all right, you apply for a job and you're like, they're like, oh yeah, you do the interview and you answer all the questions. Then on day 2, they're like, you didn't get the job. You know, oh, why not? And they're like, oh, we're not looking for someone like you. And you're like, fuck, all right. Play the Ocarina of Time, Song of Time. And you're like, dun 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 dun, and you go back in time, right? So you go back in time, and then you're like, I would like to do a job interview, like, I would like to apply for this job and stuff like that. And they're like, fill out this paper. Like, nah. Let me show you that I can do it. And you demonstrate, and like, oh, you're hired. Like, sick. Yeah, I got to fucking change the outcome of that. That's why I thought it was cool. I thought it was so fucking sick because you're changing the outcome of everything for everyone. And I thought that was so cool. It was just such a cool concept that it really resonated with me. Like on day 2 when it rains at like midday, I thought it was fucking sick. So, as much as the Ocarina of Time and the other games, see, Ocarina of Time, yeah, you do play 2 timelines, but there's not really much change. Like, yes, the castle's like, the castle town is destroyed, but all those NPCs go to mostly the Gerudo Valley and Kakariko Village. But it's like nothing really changed. The tree in Kakariko Village and the volcano. And I guess Zora's Domain's frozen. And there's monsters in Kokiri Forest. But Majora's Mask? That shit was just fucking cool. Like going back in time and doing shit all over again. I loved it. That one was true time manipulation. Ocarina of Time wasn't. All you did was go into a coma for 7 years. And when you put the sword back, it's kind of like the day before you pulled it out. So it's not like you're really time traveling. You actually you do go to the past. Because, let's say right now, I fucking took a rock and knocked you out. And then 7 years you wake up and you're like, oh shit, what happened? I'm like, well, if you grab that rock, you'll go back to the part right before I hit you. And you're like, oh, okay. But it's like, 7 years went by. You didn't travel to the future. You just slept into it. The Master Sword put Link to sleep for 7 years. And he woke up and he's just like, oh shit, what the fuck? Why's my dick so big? It's like, what up, Aperture? But yeah, I just really hope Ocarina of Time doesn't show Zonai shit, or maybe it's a book that they're reading to Rauru when he's a kid, and he's like, the land of Hyrule. Interesting. I like that name. That'd be cool. That'd be super cool then for me to be like, yes, the Zonai existed after all the timelines. Perfect. But everybody, look, I'm gonna go to bed. I've given you enough Zelda for today. We'll talk about it later, alright? I'll make more of my theories and all that stuff later. Can somebody chop this up so I can make it a video? Please, thanks. But, yeah, Majora's was more time looping and time traveling. Dude, I was talking with Matt Pat about this stuff a long time ago. I'm trying to get in touch with Nintendo Bandit, or Bandit now, Zeltic, because I'm like, dude, I've been chopping up so much shit and cutting stuff up and getting all my shit situated and all that stuff. But I'm like, you know what? I wonder if they want to be on a big project like this, because I feel like we could do something great for Zelda. But everybody's ducking me, dude. Nobody's answering their phone. I'm like, hello? Vanos is my friend. Can you answer? Hello? But nothing. Maybe one day. Maybe one fucking day. Hold on, real quick, hold on. Some guy's talking about how Link couldn't have learned the Song of Time from himself, and that's a theory that I had said too. I have a video on the Zelda timeline on my channel. It's really old. It's me trying to explain shit back in the day. Here, I'll give it to you guys. You guys ready? It's old. It's really old. It's funny. Hold on. It was 14 years ago. Here. You guys can see it, alright? Some stuff still holds up to this day, even with all the changes and stuff. But, alright. You guys go watch that and learn with the piece of paper and stuff, because I fucking wrote everything down, and I'm kind of doing that IRL again. And I'm like, huh? And maybe I should just do it like that one more time. Maybe I should do it like that. But alright, everybody. I love you guys. Thank you guys for sitting here for 3 hours watching me play Yu-Gi-Oh! Walk around and grab the throttle for a second till I got kicked. And talk about Zelda. Ferb, this was for you, Ferb. Put me to bed again. I gave you exclusive. This was even better. This is even better than yesterday's. Alright, everybody. Alright. Good night. Thank you guys for hanging out. And, yeah, I appreciate you guys. I bet you if you guys didn't know that Zelda is my favorite series ever. You probably didn't know that, huh? Silver, go to bed. Alright, everybody. Super chatters, thank you for super chatting. New members! Thank you for membering. And, I will talk to you guys soon. Alright? Peace, everybody, peace! And, yeah, whoever decides to chop this up and make a video out of it, let me know. Let me see if it's good enough, and then fucking pass you some Nogla money. Alright. I'll see you guys later. Good night, everybody. Good night. And I'll see you later. Goodbye. Peace.